Good morning, happy Tuesday. Welcome to Ozarks Fox AM. I'm Jeremy Rabe.
And I'm Maddie Conklin. Happy Tuesday.
Thanks for being here.
Thanks for being here. Thanks for tuning in.
And by the way, if you want to see us dancing a little bit, go to our social media right now. We posted a fun little video that we made spur of the moment. Did we come into the studio? Were Angela and Jesse and Tom looking at us like we were crazy? They sure did.
That's a true statement.
They sure did.
They sure did.
They're like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
Well, here's the thing I've noticed since we've been doing our fun little TikToks as of late. It kind of gets our creative juices flowing. It gets us pepped up.
In the morning time.
You know, right before we come on air.
Yeah.
So,
speaking of
fun time.
I sent a photo last night to Charlie and Maddie because we made a Southern Comfort quiche on the show last night.
You did.
And there was an extra pie pan left over, crust. So now I did not make the Southern Comfort, but I've never made a quiche in my life except for on the show yesterday and last night. This is a rotisserie chicken, mushroom, and feta quiche.
That sounds so amazing. And I don't know, but that crust is like cooked to perfection. You know, like ours yesterday was a little burnt on one side, you know, but we kind of had to have it in there for a long time, so.
Yeah, my oven, I guess, was pretty even heated.
There you go.
But it was so delicious.
How much is left over?
Half. Half of it's still left over.
So here's the thing, Jeremy. You didn't bring me any of Aunt Betty's spaghetti.
No.
I would like to now reinsert a request for some quiche.
Okay.
Please. Because it was my idea for the quiche, and
Well, if you want the other half, I'll bring it to you. I didn't think you'd want it.
Well, no, you need some leftovers.
No,
I
it's
just want
okay.
a slice.
I'll just bring, and you and G could reheat it and see what you think. I thought it was delicious.
He doesn't like mushrooms, so more for me.
Oh, then you can have it all.
I have it all.
You can have it all.
You know what's funny is yesterday, so we obviously ate, we put it in the break room for everyone, and before I was going to see my trainer at the gym, I was like, oh, there's probably some quiche left. I'll get some protein. Completely wiped.
Oh, was it gone?
Completely gone.
Makes
I
me
was
feel
like,
good.
I know, me too, but I was like, dang it, I should have came earlier.
You should have saved yourself a piece.
I should have. I was thinking about it, but I was like, don't be a glutton, Maddie. Don't be gluttonous.
No, you're fine. You made it. You eat it.
It was so good, though. And actually, I had to go to urgent care yesterday. I'm having a skin rash, but one of the nurse ladies that was in the room with me said she was watching in the morning. She just had the quiche turn out.
Oh, yay.
I was like, ah! It was so good.
Yay, nurse. Hello, we love you.
Yes, hello.
Thank you for
She's
watching.
probably heading out to work right now,
It
too.
was delicious.
Yes.
So there. I do want to bring in Angela and Jesse really quick because sometimes we got to talk about stuff.
We do. We got to talk.
We got the tea this morning.
So in the morning time, either Maddie and I go into our green room, we turn on the TV to Fox, and we get things organized for guests. And I was blown away by your Graceland story because it blew my mind. Yes. So just kind of give us the lay of the land.
Okay, shall we? Let's do this. So Graceland could be headed to the auction block. It's supposed to be sold off
blasphemous.
at a foreclosure auction this week. Of course, the historic home of singer Elvis Presley. His granddaughter owns the property and is trying to block that sale. A temporary restraining order was granted Monday with a hearing set for tomorrow. A legal notice claims Lisa Marie Presley signed a deed of trust in 2018, borrowing money to fund Graceland that she never repaid before she died. Lisa's daughter claiming those signatures are fake, and the notary involved in the deed denies that she oversaw the signing. So we got drama.
Yeah, it's
Eric
gonna be
Graceland.
messy, 100%.
I just don't comprehend. I've been to Graceland. I've done the tour. I was looking at things over the years about how much money it makes.
Yes.
Right. That's why I'm shocked she had to borrow money.
Right, but was it going elsewhere, you know? Who knows?
Where all the funds were going.
Yeah. I just can't imagine them selling this massive piece of history. I mean, like you said, Elvis is buried there. Lisa Marie Presley is buried on the grounds.
Elvis's parents are buried there.
Yes.
Elvis's twin brother is buried there.
Right.
It's just like it's a sacred kind of ground. I know they had to do rezoning when they made it a museum to have a burial area. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't just bury people in your backyard.
Right.
Right.
Right. 100%. Yeah. I don't know how that would
Yeah,
work.
that's
Yeah. I also feel like historians should step in, or like Elvis Presley fanatics, to just save it and keep it in its condition,
Yes,
you know?
I agree, 100%.
I don't know.
How is Priscilla not getting involved?
I know.
That's a good question.
Huh. I'd love to
I
hear
wonder
her
if she
thoughts.
is, but like we don't know. It's like I feel like there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that they're not wanting to come out and say.
Something we talked to Babcock about.
We need to talk to Michael Babcock at TMZ about this.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be the one. He's in the
probably has
know
more
all the
info.
time. Any guesses before we move on to the next story?
Okay.
Of what do we think Graceland would go for in an auction? What do you think?
Oh, that's good.
Give me a ballpark.
Okay, well, if it's auction, auctions typically go for cheaper than if you're doing a regular real estate transaction because they think they're getting a better price. But the history of it, I would think it would go for like 100 million?
100?
Whoa.
I was gonna say
crazy.
20 million.
I was gonna say only 8 million.
Yeah, I was gonna say in
Yeah,
the single
especially
digit
with
millions.
like,
Think so?
yeah. I don't know.
How big? Have you been inside?
Yeah, it's small.
It is.
Oh, it's small?
That's what I'm saying.
But
When
as
I
far
went
as-
through it, like as a kid, you picture Graceland, the mansion. When I went there, I went,
As
Is
far
it?
as
Really?
like acreage goes.
oh, acreage, I can't remember the land.
Yeah.
But it is big. And they also built a separate warehouse that's the museum where you can tour all of his outfits.
Oh,
But the house
nice.
itself, they've kept it in exactly condition that he lived in it.
Yeah.
Nice.
But not as 13.8 acres.
Wow.
Charlie.
Okay, so
But not as big. Like I have friends in Dallas growing up that I was like, their houses were bigger.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
But maybe for the time it was
At the
huge,
time,
you know?
And if you grew up
Right.
poor like Elvis did,
Then it's a lot.
it's a huge mansion.
And what room can you not go into?
you cannot go upstairs.
You cannot go
upstairs. And the room he
come?
died, the
Oh.
bathroom and his bedroom, you cannot go in. So they have it roped off where you cannot go upstairs to any of the bedrooms.
Okay.
You get the main floor tour, which is like the piano, the living, the kitchen, the jungle room, which has the green shed carpet.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can see all of that. You stay on the path. But I'm worried that if somebody does buy it, what will happen to the upstairs,
I
the
know.
iconic place that he passed away?
Yeah.
Why do you think they don't let people up there? mean,
I think they're trying to keep some aspect private because he did die in the house.
Yeah.
And I believe it was in his bathroom.
Yes,
So I
yes.
bet they're keeping it private, just away from.
Interesting. I would think that they would open that up.
See,
I don't know.
I feel like that's some bad juju to get this house if you choose to buy it and you decide to go up to the upstairs in the spot where it's always crossed off. I think we should probably, maybe keep that.
I need a ghost investigation there.
I was
though,
gonna
for
say I'd
real.
bring some sage.
By the
You
way, too,
know.
his private plane, the Lisa Marie, is also on display there. So they have the
Oh.
plane sitting there on.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
huge. It's a huge
All of
thing.
this in tow. I'm gonna say $41 million, Bob.
Okay.
41 million.
If this goes to auction, we all have our guesses now.
We do.
All right,
go.
we'll
Yes.
come back to this day at 7 a.m. Come back and look. All right, we got another story for you here. This one is just hard to look at. It's a painful one.
No.
Yeah, this one's tough. So I saw this on Twitter actually yesterday. So this Toronto Blue Jays fan, she went viral. She posted a bunch of photos of herself on X after she says she was hit in the face by a 110-mile-per-hour baseball that came off the bat of one of the players.
It's not as bad as you think.
And
gosh.
she actually stayed at the game.
Good for her.
So check this out. You can see that
Oh
giant goose
my-
on her head. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Fans started a campaign and said she deserved her own baseball card. The people at Topps listen, and they're making a limited edition card for Lizzie's photo from the game. They're only printing 110 copies in honor of 110 miles per hour.
Oh,
Oh
dear
my
Lord.
gosh.
And they're
What?
giving them all to her. And so I followed the thread. She did go to the ER. She did get everything checked and looked at. Everything came back fine.
Wow.
Her face is just severely bruised, which of course, understandable. But yeah, that's
Yeah,
brutal.
that's tough.
She's lucky to
Went
doesn't
to a
have
baseball
concussion.
game, got hit in the face, and all I got was this lousy baseball card. Like, that's kind of like insulting. At least for me, I'd be like, I don't want
Well,
to.
like,
What is
you
your
better-
instinct? What is your instinct?
I go to the
When I'm at
ER.
the baseball game and I hear the pop and there's like coming toward, the foul. Here's most people. I want to get the foul
Yeah.
ball.
Well, I think that's
here's
what
me.
happened.
Jeremy's
Yeah.
in the seat.
Yes.
Well, no, my grandpa Tony, the cutest thing, he always brings a baseball glove to the stadium because he wants to try to catch like one of like the Cardinals foul balls or whatever. He'll always make sure to sit in that section. But yeah, she actually said she was trying to catch one of the balls.
Oh.
And it literally bounced off of her face when she tried to dive and get it. And she's like, you don't have the
That's
you don't
tough.
have time because that's 100 miles per
Oh
hour.
my.
I've never had the
goodness.
chance to try and
Yeah.
catch one, but I've always dreamed of it. There's a guy who, I'm running out of time here for this story, but there's a guy who has caught a home run ball at, I think, every stadium. And he's got like,
That's so
he's kind
cool.
of like low-key hated
Oh, I
in the
bet.
baseball
Yeah.
community because he like will get in front of kids.
Yeah.
And-
He doesn't
yeah, that's
care.
Not
He's like,
cool.
Yeah, he doesn't care, but
Yeah.
it's interesting.
That's
He gets,
cool, though.
people give him a hard time.
That should be a fun segment. That's a poll question. Like, who would you throw your kid in front of to get like tickets to Celine Dion? A baseball.
Sure.
I'd throw my kid overboard to get so and so.
There you go.
100%, yeah. I'd probably
I'm-
be the same way.
I love kids,
I would be
but-
honest.
I love kids, but
But-
when Celine calls, I'm
Yeah,
answering.
I love my
100%.
nephews and nieces, but they're out of it.
Right,
They're out.
sorry.
Get out.